Hello everyone, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. I will just go through a couple of the transits before I go on to the tarot. In the description box below will be all the information you need when the tarot starts, all my links, the links to my social media, etc., my email, my website and all that. So this is your reading for March 1st to 15th, and just a couple of things about the transits. So March the 1st, we're having Venus entering Aquarius. So that's fantastic for Aquarius, obviously. But we've all got Aquarius somewhere in our chart. So if you know your birth chart, then you can look at which house is Aquarius for you, and that's where the blessings will come through, obviously. Also, we are in Piscean time right now, so happy birthday to all of you Piscean people out there. On March the 5th, we've got Mercury retrograde. Now, Mercury is still in shadow as I'm doing this video. Mercury is going to get to roughly the 29th degree of Pisces, 29 and 39 minutes of Pisces before it starts to turn back and retrograde. So Mercury is going to be in Pisces for a couple of months, people. So communications are going to be really hard. So just try and go over things. Don't take things at face value, all right? Because if you hear something, something that's going to freak you out, because Mercury will be moving over Neptune, and Neptune rules Pisces. So Neptune can be quite harsh. It can be very, unconditional love and very spiritual and beautiful, but it can also be illusions. Okay, so take your time, don't rush. This is one of the hardest Mercury retrogrades. Now you know that Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, so there are completions here. Now, so Mercury will be leaving its retrograde zone on the 16th of April. Even though on March 28th it will be moving direct, it still will be in its shadow period, but it's not such a big deal. So I would say March the 28th, the end of March, it will be moving over the same area that it started retrograding on, but it's moving direct. So that's the positive thing about that. So it will start covering new ground on the 16th of April. All right, so now on March 6th, so March 5th is Mercury retrograde. The day after, we're having Uranus entering Taurus. Wow. That is huge. It is huge because Uranus changes a sign every 7-8 years, depending on which sign it is. And, Uranus is the rebel. It's moving back into Taurus because it retrograded back into Aries. It's starting to move. It is moving direct now, and it will be entering, of course, Taurus. So Taurus is what we value. Okay, Taurus is also anything to do with our comforts, things that we have, because Taurus is all about I have, right? So Uranus can be very disruptive, but it can also bring in sudden change, good sudden change. Now, March the 6th, we're having a new moon in Pisces. So on the day that Uranus moves into Taurus, we're having a new moon in Pisces. So as we know with new moons, they're all about new beginnings, all right? So very, very interesting time, the beginning of March. Now, March 20th, the sun will move into Aries, even though this reading is up until the 15th. Doesn't matter. I'm giving you a couple of the important aspects. So sun will move into Aries. So that is the summer solstice. You know that this is a brand new astrological year when the sun moves into Aries. So looking forward to that. And actually on the same day, we're having a full moon in Libra. So Libra is the house opposite Aries. And Libra is the partnership house. So I think that we're going to have a lot of clarity with partnerships, relationships of any sort, because full moons are completions, but they're also, you know, there's a lot of light there. So we see things come to the surface for us to know. Now, on March 26th, Venus will enter Pisces, and 2 days after that, March 28th, Mercury will go direct. So, beautiful. Mercury direct, cannot wait for that. It's going to seem like it's dragging on. And you know, with Mercury being retrograde, be careful with signing documents, signing contracts. Be careful with your itinerary, any travel documents, anything that is written, spoken, even with publishing. Okay, it's not a good time to publish anything. Wait until Mercury starts to move direct before you do anything like that. As well as that, on March 31st, Mars will be entering Gemini. So, you know, Gemini, the chatterbox, they like to communicate, they like to talk. Mars is passionate, Mars is fiery. So I think that there will be more communication in anything that we feel passionate about. And as well as that, because Mercury is the ruler of Virgo and Gemini, those are the signs that will feel this Mercury retrograde more than others, even though on a collective scale everyone feels it. And retrogrades are all about a time of going within, redoing things, because the strength of Mercury will be amplified. It's obviously, when a planet is retrograde, it's closer to the Earth. So it will be stronger, but because of Neptune, and Neptune will be squaring off to Jupiter in Sagittarius, be careful, don't be over boastful, don't think that things are too good, actually more good than what they really are. Be careful with illusions. Go over things again and again. All right, so I will leave it at that. Thank you so much. Let's go on to the tarot now. Hello, dear Aquarius. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here, as always. This is your March 1st to the 15th, 2019 Love and General reading. And thank you all that you do for my channel. Thank you very, very much. Now, let's see what AMIRA'S Love Oracle will show for your Karma Dharma position. I'm taking 3 cards for Aquarius, 3 cards. And we have family, we have past life, and we have gossip. Okay, so some of you are reliving a situation. You feel there is deja vu, and for others of you, I feel as though you are in a situation with a twin flame, someone that you may have already had a family with in the past. Now, with a gossip card, usually we have, you know, messages, hearing something off the grapevine. These could be 2 friends or family members that are talking about your family. Let's take the rest of the spread and see what is truly happening. This could even be, let's say you get a reading and someone tells you that you are dealing with a karmic situation of the past, or that you, and I feel with the family card, you may be dealing romantically with someone in this life that you were in a family with in a past life. So let's see, Aquarius. Now, there may have been a reason why people are gossiping. Something has come to light and people are talking about your business for whatever the reason. I will be taking more cards on these three. Let's do the divine spread. At the foundation, you've got Judgment, which is Pluto, Scorpio. Pluto is very karmic. It deals with death and transformation, changes, and also second chance. So anything that did not work out because of external factors in a previous life, you're reliving it. Reliving it probably to have a different outcome in this life, in this lifetime. Not necessarily for everyone though. You could be just moving through this life and still working on issues with a karmic partner, soulmate, even a twin flame, because the past life is, when you look into someone's eyes, they're very familiar. So you are with someone, for those of you that are single, you're meeting someone that looks very familiar to you. You can't put your finger on why you know them, how you know them. But for those that are in a committed partnership and you've got a family with this person, it's like they're your other half. So what you don't have, they have, so they complete you. That's what I want to say, yeah. Now, what's in the hidden position, what you don't know, is the Two of Pentacles. So Two of Pentacles is usually a choice or just being very, very busy. In the recent past, Wheel of Fortune. So you're on the road to change here. There's a completion. In the now position, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles can speak of a heavy workload, and with a two, some of you are really, really busy. Not enough time for family. Let's look at the crowning card. Your highest ideal is the Two of Swords. Two of Swords, again, decision time. Trying to decide without having all the knowledge. Action and advice to take is the Three of Cups. But we've only got two people here. And this is like the Two of Cups, a celebration. So what this is saying is, whatever karmic lessons you're going through in this time, you will celebrate at some point. Celebrate the knowledge that you're learning, what you're finding out. And the Three of Cups can also be dealing with gossip as well. Let's take another card. The outcome card is the Two of Cups. Aquarius. Beautiful. Let's see what the planetary position, the divine position is. So we've got Pentacles, we've got Swords, we've got Cups. We've got a lot here. A lot of twos. You've got 3 twos. 3 twos are 6. Now, twos are all about balance, aren't they? So you're all trying to find your balance, your footing in relationships, in love. But you know, with Mercury going retrograde in the house of Pisces, which is the last zodiac of the horoscope wheel, it means that there are endings and new beginnings. So with endings, let's say you're coming to a point of ending anything to do with communication, which is Mercury, and you're redoing, you're going over the details. That's what Mercury does when it's retrograde. That's what we do. You could be committing on another level. So working through energies and changing the way you deal with each other as well. Let's see what the divine position is. And you've got the Nine of Cups. So whatever is going on, dear Aquarius, It looks like this is fated. It's fated to get you to your wish. Okay, you've got decision. You've got the Three of Cups here. That is a card of celebration. Two. There's two people here as well. Now this, for some of you, this could even be a same-sex relationship. We've got two people here, two women. Doesn't necessarily mean it's two women. Now be careful, if for those of you that are gossiping behind someone's back, be careful that it doesn't come back to bite you. Okay, because gossip usually ends up, you know, doing the cycle just like a Wheel of Fortune and coming back to bite you. So be careful who you are sharing your information with. Okay, make sure that they're trustworthy. Okay, so let's take an astrology card for Aquarius, 1st to 15th of March. So Mercury will be retrograding up until around mid-April. So it's going to be quite a time. Be careful with communications. Don't sign contracts. If you need to, well then check the fine detail before you do that. Venus is in your sign, so you're supposed to be looking beautiful now. When Venus enters our sign, we're looking very Venusian, very beautiful, we're emanating a beautiful aura. So Venus can also be money, it can be luck, and it can even be anything that you do with projects, you know, anything that is valuable to you, it's here for you now. And Venus, of course, is love. Now Venus with Venus in Aquarius is squaring over to Mars in Taurus. So, you know, Mars and Venus are the lovers of the zodiac. So there is some sort of a conversation here which is a little bit tense. So that could be positive, because Mars being in Taurus is more patient, and Taurus is all about values. So I believe that you could be more open about what is important to you and what you feel passionate about at this time. So let's see what the astrology card is going to say for Aquarius. And we've got Black Moon Lilith and Mystery. That's a difficult energy. Black Moon Lilith is usually, let's say, the dark Venus. Just like when Venus was retrograding in Scorpio a while back, Black Moon Lilith is in mythology. They say that it was, you know, Adam and Eve, Adam's first wife, who wanted equality. She did not stand to be underneath Adam, physically and metaphorically. Therefore, she left Adam, and then Adam was with Eve. Eve was, you know, taken from his pelvis, and she was, of course, a part of him. But Black Moon Lilith was his first partner. That's what they say. So Black Moon Lilith being a number 12, 12 is the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man is Piscean. So this can be, you know, the female that becomes vindictive, and she's very spiteful, and she wants to be equal. You know, she's not as feminine as Venus is. As I said, she's like the dark Venus. So be careful with this energy. Even though the 12, you know, the Hanged Man, which speaks of sacrifice and just letting go and releasing, that's what Pisces is. Pisces, the house of Pisces, where the sun is right now, can be quite dark. You know, Pisces can be very spiritual on one hand, but on the other hand, the dark side of Pisces is sacrificing too much. Therefore, and when not receiving, you can become vengeful, or you can become the doormat. And, you know, giving and giving and giving and not receiving can make someone vengeful. So be careful with this energy. It's called mystery, so there is some sort of a mystery that you're trying to work out. Could it be a mystery from a past life? Could you be finding out about something that was mysterious for you with, and I'm not saying that it's going to happen in these 2 weeks, it could be once Mercury turns direct, roughly mid-April, because Mercury is lost in Pisces, especially retrograding. It's trying really hard, and it's going retrograde in 2 days. Now, it's trying really hard to figure things out, but Neptune is all about illusions. So if you hear information off the grapevine, don't be certain that it's correct, okay, because it can change from one person to the other. Go by what your instinct, your intuition is telling you. Try and meditate. You know, as I said, Pisces is the divine. It's very spiritual. Jupiter is in Sag. Sagittarius is, you know, seeing the world from a bigger picture. Sagittarius is also very spiritual, and Jupiter in a short while will be retrograding in its home sign of Sagittarius, and I believe that whilst it's retrograding, it will give us the chance to see what we've missed. Okay, so let's see what else we've got here. Also, Uranus is moving into Taurus in about 2 days, and this can be, you know, Uranus is in Aries, so Aries is the warrior. Taurus is what we value. Uranus can be the rebel because it rules, it's your ruler, and therefore whatever is happening with Uranus, and Uranus is touching on Venus, it can be sudden, ingenious ideas about what you value. It could also be socializing and suddenly meeting someone who will be very valuable to you in your life. It could be you changing things up and going for what is valuable for you and what you truly love. Okay, so many changes. Usually Uranus for me is the Tower card. Now, having the Judgment card here at the base of your reading, this is death and transformation. Pluto is in Capricorn, and Pluto is the law. Pluto can be very karmic, as well as the South Node, which is right next to Pluto. So, you know, the Judgment card is it's an awakening, let's say. It's your highest self. It's your angels and whoever you believe in calling you to awaken to some sort of a situation. So could it be the news that comes to you that awakens you? Could it be someone pinching you and you're thinking you're in a dream state, but then you receive information which literally, and Uranus is electricity. Uranus can also be, you know, the thunder, I should say the lightning, a lightning bolt, waking you up. It's like giving you that surge of energy. Look at what's behind them. They've got the sun that's rising. So, you know, the sun is all about true love. It's all about clarity. Leo is ruled by the sun. And the sun is also healing. It's children. It's taking a risk. It's flirtation. This could be a second chance that you are given. In the divine position, you've got the Nine of Cups, and this is wishes. Wishes fulfilled. So I believe that some of you could be just very busy, or you're trying to make a decision. The Two of Pentacles is, you know, someone is usually juggling between one or the other. So twos always speak of a choice. But you've got 3 twos here, which equals 6. I'm going to take more cards, of course. Two of Pentacles, it's physical energy. You're dealing with a lot at this time. Others of you are seriously making a choice. Do I do this or do I do that? What am I going to do? Now, the Wheel of Fortune being here, it's a major arcana, which says in the recent past, changes, it's starting to turn. Usually it's a very lucky card, it's the Wild card, but there is a completion. Whatever is completing in your life, know that it was meant to be. Okay, because the Wheel of Fortune being Sagittarius, Jupiter is there. It's supposed to be bringing benefits for all of us on a collective scale. Now, for everyone, it's going to be in a different house. You know, it's going to be affecting people in a different area of their chart. Now, if you are Aquarius rising, then Sagittarius is in your 11th house, which says that it's bringing you wishes, your wishes and your dreams are being fulfilled. But being, you know, dealing with foreign places and people, as well as higher education, becoming the guru, as well as that, the 11th house is the natural house of Aquarius, which is socializing, being part of a group and association as well. And Sagittarius is all about truth as well. Now, in the now position, you've got the Eight of Pentacles, and this is hard work. This is really hard work, putting in the effort. Whatever you're trying to build, it looks like in the center, as you could see there, whatever you are working on, it looks like the heart is in it. Okay, so I believe, you know, this is the card of work. So even if it's working on a relationship, then your efforts will not go unnoticed. Now here, the Two of Swords, again, making a decision but not having the information. It's dark. Yes, we've got a full moon here, and you could be even making a decision on the next full moon, okay, which is usually towards the end of the month. But right now, your highest ideal, your highest goal, and, you know, looking at this reading as a chart, as the horoscope, this area here would be Capricorn, Sagittarius, right? So that's where the big players are. So that this area here would rule career, being the authority, the law, and your status. So a lot of you are seriously thinking of changing your status. How do people see you in the world? Are you in a committed relationship? Are you engaged? Are you married? Are you the boss? How are you? It's your career house as well. And it speaks of a lot of hard work. So it looks like whatever you're deciding on is going to bear fruit. It's going to be some sort of a celebration. Now, some of you could be meeting someone whilst out having drinks with friends or even with family. Okay, so there is some sort of an agreement here because we've got two people, and yes, there are 3 cups. So 3 of Cups is the celebration. I'm not going to put someone else in the mix here. I believe that for most of you, this has got to do with a decision within something that you hear from others. Now, if there is a third person involved, because we've got the Gossip card, I don't think it's got to do with love, anything with romance, or even a sexual energy. I feel as though the reading here deals with mainly the main couple. Now, we've got Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. We've also got Earth, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And we've got Sagittarius. Okay, because out of the water signs, Scorpio is the strongest. We've got Pluto. Now, the outcome card is the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is, you know, romance, love, and a meeting as well. Two of Cups, there is a lot of appreciation and a lot of heartfelt energy here. A lot. Now, if this is business, it would be an agreement, and there could even be an attraction, a romantic attraction between you and your business partner. Now, in the divine position, the Nine of Cups, this is a wish come true. The Nine of Cups, wow, I love this card because it shows in the Cosmic Tarot, it shows two people that are very, very close indeed. Look at that. Look at that energy. Now, Aquarius, as I said, with Venus in your sign, it does bring love back to you. So just on the note of saying that, this could be someone coming back from your past. For those of you that are even single, even the singles, this could be someone that you are seeing. It could even be from, you know, you could be meeting them through your family, through the grapevine, through your friends. Wow. We've got two cards that just fell out here. We've got 2 5s. So yeah, 2 5s. 5 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. So for those of you that are trying to choose between 2 different people, it's either an earth sign, a water sign. When I say water sign, it could be more than likely Scorpio, but we've also got Wands here. So Sagittarius is the fire sign that's here. Sun, Moon, or Rising for whatever the signs that I'm mentioning. Now, maybe there was, even in a previous life, if for those of you that this is someone new, the 5 of Wands could mean that you have got some sort of a debate where you're not exactly on the same page with what you feel passionate about, how you come across to someone as creatively. Maybe even if this is a business partner, creatively you're not the same. Now here with the 5 of Pentacles in this card, there are a few people here. There's actually 5 people, which is funny because usually in the traditional tarot, it's the 5 of Wands that's got 5 people and 2 people there in the Pentacles, and here it's the opposite. So the 5 of Pentacles is a group of people who are feeling left out in the cold. So what is this group of people that you are probably leaving behind, or you've left them behind? Could it be a family situation where there was disagreements? Could be with one person out of this group, and therefore you've left the whole family behind, the whole group behind. Some of you, this could be even you changing your work, moving to another job, okay, where there is more healthy competition. I feel as though this is quite healthy competition. It's something that you feel stronger, something that's pulling at your strings more, something that's more magnetic for you. And with the 5 of Pentacles, 5s always bring in change. Therefore, the change that's coming through, because here we've got the 5 of feeling lack. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to take another card and from another deck on this position. I will come back to it. But what I wanted to say is that with the Judgment card, maybe some of you have been judged in the past and therefore you felt as though you did not belong with the 5 of Pentacles. But you know, the 5 of Pentacles is usually, you know, someone being outside of a church. Therefore, you've been feeling a lack of spiritual alignment. You haven't been on the same page with a partner spiritually, could be as well. Now, if you are dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, maybe even money matters were the obstacle. Okay, so there were different ideals, different values between you and your partner, and therefore you were feeling left out and not living the life that you valued with the particular partner. Okay, now let's look at the 2 of Pentacles, which is in the hidden position. What you don't know is that someone is juggling their pentacles. So this is what's hidden from your side. Someone is deciding. Could it be that someone is deciding between you and someone else? I suppose for some of you it could be. Let's take that card. And we've got the Lovers, so there is a decision that someone is making. Head over heart decision. This is the energy of Gemini, and I love this card. Okay, so what you don't know is that there is a karmic relationship that you're entering into for those of you that are single, or for those of you that are committed in a committed partnership or relationship, living together, whatever. This is something that you are reliving from the past. Let's take the Wheel of Fortune. And Gemini is all about communication. Now with Mercury retrograde, that's going to be tough. So don't make your decision until Mercury moves direct. Wheel of Fortune, it's a 10. So completing, what's completing? The 9 of Wands. So some of you are completing a cycle and beginning a new cycle. Here in this card, with a 9 of Wands, it's usually quite a heavy burden, and you are protecting what you've built up to here, but I feel as though someone is feeling left out. Look at the line in the background. The disagreements has put a wedge between the two of you, and in front of this person there are 4 wands. He wants his stability, he wants a celebration, he wants a home, he wants a marriage. Now, it looks as though with the Lion being kept at bay here, it's as though, and Leo does come up, so Leo, Sun, Moon or Rising, with the Lion being kept at bay. The Lion is the heart. So it looks as though someone's heart was closed off, whereas the other person's was open. So that could be the difference. Okay. But, with the 5 of Wands being what is holding the Lion back there, they were the disagreements. Now with the 4 of Wands, the energies are changing. There is more positive energy for stability to come in through that Wheel of Fortune. Let's look at the 8 of Pentacles. And we've got the Sun, and I just mentioned Leo. The Sun is clarity, warmth, healing. It's paternal, but because the Sun rules Leo, and the house of Leo can be in relation to children, and this could be you when you were a child. Maybe your childhood conditioning has brought you to this situation. Maybe a risk that you're taking, maybe something that you've created for work, because the house of Leo again is all about creativity and something that you've given birth to creatively or physically. The Sun is the most positive card in the deck, and Leo is your karmic partner. It's your 7th house, dear Aquarius. So we're talking about relationships, whether this is any relationships in your life, any. And with this Sun card, I love this little child here. Leo is the child that wants to play. Maybe you need to play more in this relationship. Maybe you need to flirt more. Now the Sun card and the child here in this card says to me that children could be in the mix. Of course, we've got the family card. Maybe a child is your blessing and your curse at the same time. A child or children. Now, children, you will say to me, are never a curse. And I agree with you fully. What I meant by that, and I didn't say it in the right way, was that children could be what is either hindering you or helping you in a relationship. So let's look at and the Sun can be something new because it's the child. If we look at the Sun card, it's a number 19. And 19 adds up to a 20. Now the Judgment card here, being given the second chance, is a number 20. And I wanted to say with the 2 5s on top of that 20, they equal a 10, and 20 equals 30. And 30 breaks down to the 3, which is the Empress energy. And that Empress is the mother. Let's look at the 2 of Swords. And we've got the 5 of Cups. So the Five of Cups in this deck is 5 cups that are spilt. You feel as though you cannot build on a relationship or on what was happy. You feel as though there is no chance at all in this lifetime to progress. Okay, now there is a lot of darkness here in your mind, in your head. It's very hard for you. You feel as though all hope is lost. That's what I want to say. And let me take another card. Actually, I will go on to the next position. I will take the Tarot of Dreams on that position. Let's look at that Three of Cups and what does that mean? We've got the Hermit card in the reverse. I don't know how I got reverse cards, seriously. Now this is Virgo. Some of you may have been dealing with a Virgo. The Hermit in the reverse says that there's been too much time in seclusion, way too much being away from people, not socializing. Aquarius, it's a time for you. You need to get out and about. I feel that some of you have lost your mojo. You've lost your true essence because Aquarius cannot be in seclusion for too long. They want to be around friends, around people. Now, with the Hermit card in the reverse, it's a 9, so it would go back to the 8, which is the Strength card. Again, Leo, so we've got Leo and Virgo. Some of you may be dealing with someone who's on the cusp of Leo, Virgo. Now, the Hermit usually looks into the lantern, receives the divine messages. Here there could be too much searching, too much detective work. Again, it speaks Virgo. To the point where you really can't see clearly. You can't see, you're not aligning with the divine. It's as though you need to take some air, get out and about, find your balance, and then if you need to do more homework on what you're looking at, what you're trying to understand, what details you're looking for, you will be successful in finding with those Three of Cups. Let's look at the Two of Cups. And we've got the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is, fours always speak of home and family. Okay, maybe money is, you're being very careful with your money. And some people that hold on to their money also hold on to their feelings and their heart's true desire. They will not speak freely and openly about it. So maybe there is a feeling of both people feeling the same but not being open about it. And here in the Wish, in the divine position, we've got the Wish card and it's the Nine of Cups. Cups are all about emotions. Could it be that you are finally finding out about the true feelings, that the person sees you as the star that you are? Maybe you were in disbelief. Maybe even for you, you could have been holding back on your emotions and your feelings. Some of you could have been just too busy with work. You know, Pentacles are all about what's physical and tangible. Maybe you've been just too taken up from family to be able to, family obligations I want to say, to be able to look at your romantic life. Now with the Four of Pentacles, as I say always, for me it's Taurian energy, sun, moon or rising. Could be on your side, could be on your partner's side. Let's take one more card. No. Now the Four of Pentacles, I want to say it could have been a meeting that has happened, I feel, in the past. But look at the distance between these two people. Now this is obviously not a couple that is living together. This is people that have met either through an interview, they've come together for a cup of coffee, there was shyness, there was space between the two. There wasn't an opening and a speaking from the heart, I believe, in the past, for whatever reasons, to do with family, your home, your stability, and maybe your values. Maybe you were not at the mature stage of understanding spiritually, being aligned to understand what your true essence and what your true desires are in your life and what you truly feel within your heart. Let me take another card. This is it. And we've got the Death card. Wow. So Scorpio energy. Wow, okay. As I said, I just said Taurus. Scorpio is the sign opposite. Scorpio is all about intimacy. Maybe there is an emotional understanding that you're both on the same page, but there hasn't been any intimacy for some reason. For those of you that are with someone recently, or you could have been together for a while, but there hasn't been a sharing of everything. And when I say intimate, 8th house, which could be finances, sharing your deepest secrets, your finances, having moved in for some of you. There is a change, nevertheless. There is a change because someone or both of you could have been holding back. Now, as I said, could it have been different ideals, different money ideas, things like that? Yes, that could have happened. Let's take a card on the 9 of Cups. Now, we've got the Judgment card and the Death card. So, you like it or not, there is change here. The 9 of Cups, and we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a brand new, steady, physical, tangible beginning. Money, new work, new home, moving in together. This is a wedding. This is an engagement. This is true love. This is true love on the physical plane, which says that we show it physically. We show it through acts of love, through acts of giving physical and tangible things. This is beautiful. And as I said, Earth is very strong here for you, Aquarius. So let me take the Tarot of Dreams. Wow, I forgot to take 3 cards for the Karma Dharma position. So 3 cards. So we've got a past life card. Past life. And we've got the Justice card in the reverse. So there was an injustice. There was an injustice in the past, in a past life, an imbalance. And that's why you are dealing with a past life situation. You did not come to a point of balance, and that's why you're here. And we've got the sun and the moon, but it's an eclipsed sun. It looks like the moon is over the sun. So eclipses bring in changes and shifts. Now, we are almost 2 months from the first eclipse of 2019, which would say that we're still dealing with the eclipse energies. Okay? So I believe that it's only a matter of time before this turns upright, because now, being an 11, you're still at the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune, right? Now, some of you are dealing with someone who's got strong Libra. Could be North Node, past life, or South Node, which is familiar lives of the past. That could be in Libra. Let's see what the family card. Some of you have pending legal issues, legal situations that you are dealing with. Family's got the Prince of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups. So this is your knight in shining armor. This is an offer, but this is also action. So this person has got yes and no feelings towards a family. So they're either, they're opening their heart and they're being emotional and they're being open about their feelings, but could they be speaking to you and getting cold feet about a family situation? So that could mean that either you may have a child from a past relationship for some of you, or it could be your partner that's got the child and they're wondering whether it's healthy to bring in a new partner. So it can go either way. Nevertheless, this offer also for others of you could be someone that wants to have a family with you. They're serious about you. Let's look at the gossip card. And we've got the Seven of Wands. So naysayers, you're holding that Ace of Wands, which is something that you feel very strongly about, and you're competing against 6 other people. So you've been at a point of success at one stage, but I feel as though whatever, and because of success, I feel that there could be jealousy around you. Therefore, we have the gossip card. Could it be friends that are jealous of your successes, dear Aquarius? And you are all about being unique, being eccentric, being part of a group, but then you are also different to the group. So could it be that's why you are the center of attraction, the center of attention? Nevertheless, this card says that whatever gossip you hear, you've got the higher ground, you've got the advantage point that you can close up their mouths, you can outsmart them intellectually, creatively, whatever that is. Even if this is just competition through business, you've still got the upper hand here. So, now could your family be against this relationship? Yes, it could be, of course. I'm going to take one card for the middle position from the Tarot of Dreams. Speaking of dreams, we're having a new moon in Pisces in a couple of days. Pay attention to your dreams. We're going to be having strong messages, prophetic dreams coming through. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune again. Well, this is amazing. So whatever is happening here karmically is bringing you the blessings. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius. Okay, this is you speaking your truth. This is you breaking free. You're the free-spirited soul that will not be bogged down, will not be kept hostage. There are so many similarities between Aquarius and Sagittarius, it's not funny. So I feel as though the mystery here with the Black Moon Lilith, I feel that the mystery will be solved and the changes are coming. So if you've been going through a dark phase, especially even, let's say, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, when Venus was traveling through Scorpio and Venus was retrograding in Scorpio, that was the Black Moon Lilith energy, the vengeance. So vindictive Venus, which was tough energies. Now it's time for change, dear Aquarius. Things are going to be lightening up for you. So let's take, I wanted to take a card on the root of the issue. And we've got the Nine of Swords. I'm going to take another one. So this is fear, angst. You're so worried. All your worst nightmares are coming up to the surface. Serious, worrisome energies here. But then we've got the Three of Cups, which again is celebration. Three of Cups, you have that twice. So you are fearing people's gossip. You are fearing being left out in the cold, being left by your partner. You are fearing that your arguments, not being on the same page, will not will not let you move forward in this relationship. Okay, so we've got one more card, but I didn't say where I would take it, so I will not take it. Let's see. A card for the Lovers and the Two of Pentacles, head over heart decision, and the cards are just bouncing out. And we've got the Knight of Wands, which could mean travel. This speaks of a lot of passion. The Knight of Wands is the free-spirited soul, but it's also energy, strong energy, fire, movement. And the Knight of Wands is very Sagittarian, as I say. So this is movement. Don't stay stagnant. Take action. That's what this Knight does. And if it's Sagittarian energy, this can speak of travel. Therefore, do not mull over traveling or not. I think it will behoove you to travel. Let's look at the Sun with the Eight of Pentacles. And the Sun can literally mean that this is a little boy, a son. And we've got the Lovers again. Well, this is crazy. This is crazy. So communication through work, through the heart. Speak truthfully and go for what your heart tells you, not your head. This is not a time for going with what your head is telling you, but what your heart is. Let's look at the crowning card. Crowning card, which is the Five of Cups and the Two of Swords. And we've got the Knight of Coins. So we've got two Knights, three Knights actually. We've also got the Knight of Cups, which is in the Karma Dharma position. So this is Earth, very slow moving, whereas the Knight of Wands is quick energy. So it's as though you're starting, stopping, starting, stopping. The Knight of Cups is usually Virgo energy. So take your time with making a decision. Don't move forward unless you are certain. That's the advice that I believe these cards are telling me to pass on to you. So we've got the Knight of Coins, which is all about stability, physicality, longevity. We've got the Knight of Wands, which is passion. And we've got the Knight of Cups, which is heart. So I believe that we've got everything that we need to have a stable, to have a balanced mix, alchemy of a relationship. Again, being business, family, doesn't really matter. We've got the earth, we've got the fire, and we've got the water. Now, it's not a time, as I said, of thinking, because Mercury is mixed up, seriously confused. So don't put weight on your logic, on your clear thinking at this time. It's hard. If you cannot make a decision now, don't. Let's see what the Hermit and the Three of Cups is. And we've got the Knight of Cups again. Well, this is crazy. So many offers coming through. For those of you that are single, you've got so many suitors coming through. You've got a choice of someone who is romantic, someone who is steadfast and very, steady. He's not going anywhere. The water sign is can be very emotional. The fire sign can be a player. So, choose with your heart. Okay, yes, use your logic, but use your heart mainly. What does the energy feel like? Use your intuition as well. Pisces is very spiritual. We're feeling very aligned at this time. Use that energy. Let's look at the outcome position. And the Knight of Cups, is an offer of a cup being given to you. So you can be very emotional. Once the news comes in, the change comes in, this can be very emotional for you, because as you can see here, the Knight of Cups is riding a seahorse, which speaks of luck. So luck is on your side. These two Knights, actually all the Knights are moving to the past. So there's a lot to do with the past that you're dealing with right now. And with the past life card here, it's obvious. So let's look at this position here. We've got Two of Cups, the Death card, and the Four of Pentacles. And we've got the Chariot. You are moving into the future. You are taking things from the past and moving into the future. This is the card of Cancer. Cancer is all about the house. It's the home, the family, the tradition. Cancer is also the fourth house, which is ruled by the moon. Now we've got another 4 here, but this is a number 7, which is the divine. The divine is taking you where you need to go. You don't have to hold the reins. The reins are being held by the divine, by God, by spirit, by your angels, whoever you believe in. Some of you are literally moving, overcoming obstacles. This is a very beneficial time for you, Aquarius. You could be physically moving into a new relationship, into a new committed partnership. For those of you that are single, the person you are meeting could be someone that will be around for a long time. And I believe that the Black Moon Lilith mystery will be solved. Sorry. Let's take 3 Sibillas for the divine position. I need more clarity, more information. And we've got the Gran Signore, which could be a VIP, strong personality, someone who can be quite royal. There can be a sense of ego here, but this speaks of strong abundance. Okay, so he is a royal, so this could be the change. He could be coming down a few steps through lessons, through things that happen in life. Now here's a number 13, which speaks of Scorpio. Here we've got Sospiri, which is the 6 of Swords. It's as though you're moving from ego into expansion and growth. Now this king seems to be looking towards the past. Again, so is this woman. The Sospiri is like the 3 of Wands. So receiving or waiting to receive on what you've worked and invested your time and energy into. And what do you finish up with, dear Aquarius? You've got the Ace of Pentacles. This is the Dinaro, which is the same as the Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. The Ace of Pentacles is stability. It's physical. It's money. Here we've got the Dinaro, which is dollar. It's called dollar. And it's also called a safe. It's called stability. And as well as stability, it's also a very, like a wedding that is very abundant. So on the physical realm. Okay, so that means prosperity, money, marrying into a rich family. Now we've got the 6 of Cups here. This is the 6 of Cups. So again, it deals with children, innocence, people from the past lives, your childhood years. Maybe you've known someone for a long time and they're coming to redo things, to stabilize a situation. This could be moving in together. This could be engagement. As I said, a new job, a child. This is beautiful. The divine is giving you what you deserve, dear Aquarius. And I know that Aquarians haven't been through easy energies. I know that for a fact. I would like to just see, I'm going to look at the now position, which is the Sun, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 6, which is the Lovers, and its major arcana, which is the energy of Gemini. Now, Gemini is the house of siblings, neighbors. It's the house of communication, writing, speaking, publishing, short distance travel. So let's take, we've got the Consolante Sorpresa, which is like the 6 of Swords. This is Uranian. Suddenly, quickly, something fine is coming in or you're going towards it. So Uranus is moving into Taurus, as I said, yeah? Superbia. which is the Two of Wands, moving through a new door, a superb new door. And here we've got the Ace of Swords. The truth will not be easy for what you are leaving behind or who you are leaving behind. The decision that you're making will not be easy. Now, some of you, and I'm going to take another card because I never ever leave a negative SIBILLA. Some of you are actually leaving someone unexpectedly that they did not expect it. And you're having a brand new beginning. You're severing ties with them. For others of you, with the Ace of Swords there, it is like the Ace of Swords. Yes, this is a successful new beginning, but it's not easy on you either. Cutting out what you had to. And we've got Stanza, which is the Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Pentacles, again, this is the card of secrets coming in, news coming in, of intimacy, things that were hidden from you. Okay, so that's what this is. But it's bringing you stability. It's bringing you a brand new beginning. So for those of you that are dealing with someone from your past that you need to cut away, you have the promise of something new stabilizing for you. Whether this is money, this is love, this is a relationship, this is work, this is a new relationship, even, fixing up, mending relationships from the past. Whatever did not work for you, a lot of relationship situations we've been going through recently, the energies have been just uncanny. Really, really tough, people. So, and we're still going through it. Okay, but as I said, endings of cycles, with endings come the lessons, new beginnings, promise, fresh energy, and that is the positive here. Thank you so, so much for being here, dear Aquarius. I'm sending you a lot of blessings and a lot of love. Thank you for supporting my channel in whichever way you do that. Okay, I will see you soon. Bye for now.